Rap wars, spoken wars, entertainment.
Let's go. Yeah. Don't be a bug when I run it up. You ain't my bud, so you ain't gon' smoke with me. Drinking on rum, smoking on blunts.
Find no evidence, they let go of me. Went home to smoke on heavy shit. Started pouring lean and Sprite, my favorite beverage. Lean got me bolder, this shit off the border. Cops around the corner, fuck law and order. Gotta pour out of boredom. Cops I see, more of them. Pills I need, more of them. Low on lean, get more.
So it wasn't really that big of a thing at that during that time. So was like rap just not popping then, or was it just not anyone wasn't they weren't doing it that much, or what?
Well, look, I mean, it wasn't like SoundCloud was still little. Lil Peep hadn't even blown up. You know what I'm saying? So you still had to have a record deal to do anything. So nobody was trying to do anything independently.
So it was yeah. So it was pretty much hard, like
It was,
and like everyone like judged you and all.
and it was mixtapes on Dat Piff. On the East Coast, it was Chris Webby, it was Mac Miller, and it was Wiz Khalifa, and those were the most independent dudes that I knew of. But still, they were light years ahead of anything I could, have even dreamed of doing.
Right. So like,
At, at
all right. And did you end up like following the same?
SoundCloud, and then I put my first Dat Piff mixtape out when I was 17.
Okay. And how was that? Like, do you feel like you did good on that track?
Oh my,
Like being your first track
it was
and all?
massive. I still to this day have all the lyrics up on genius.com. I've taken all the audio down, but yeah, it was a masterpiece, man. I was ahead of my time and I didn't even know how good I was.
Okay. So you always like just loved music, loved being around it, and what made you like want to keep pursuing it? Like I know like a lot of artists they stop like after one song, or like why'd you keep going?
Well, at the time I didn't know I was schizophrenic. At the time I didn't know I was bipolar, and at the time I didn't know I was a drug addict. So, music was the only thing that got me through all of those. Um, and music was the only thing I trusted. I didn't trust people, because like my family had a lot of money, so they sent me away to a wilderness program when I was in high school. So I lost my girlfriend. Um, Then I went to a boarding school after that. So I didn't trust my family. I didn't have no friends anymore. So music was the only thing that I could trust because it wasn't going to lie to me.
So you would say you're like the black sheep of the family, like you
Oh,
were
dude, I
just
actually
different.
tired. Yeah, I'm one with tattoos. Yeah.
Uh, so you weren't you don't have no relatives or anyone like you grew up with that also did music that also like maybe influenced you as
Well,
well.
my dad did music like in his church. So my dad like played a little acoustic guitar and played a little piano. So I grew up with that, but he didn't ever like want to be a musician. He's a lawyer. He makes 800K a year. He does musician. I think the three biggest times was 2017, 2018, 2019, and then 2021. And my problem was that every time that I would get a fan base and every time that I would do a couple shows, I would get scared. And so I would just delete all my music off the internet. Yeah, and I freestyle. That was how I did it. I wrote probably 100 songs, but I had freestyled probably 1,000 songs. So people would try to coach me and try to say, "Hey, man, you should write more. You should write more." And I'd say, "Nah, man, fuck that. I freestyle." Nowadays, I pretty much write all my shit, and my shit's now very refined and very dope because of that. I'm now getting back into freestyling, but not going on long rants, just doing, a couple lines at a time, finding the shit that sounds good, keeping that, and not going on a tangent.
Right. So you would just be off the dome like some Juice World type
Yeah.
stuff, just freestyle all the
Dude, I was doing everything from smoking weed to drinking to sniffing coke to smoking meth to fucking shooting dope. I was doing anything and everything to get as I could to say the craziest shit on a microphone.
And do you feel like that helped you like with your lyrics and made you more creative doing all those drugs?
Yeah, it definitely did, but getting off of all those drugs also made me a better musician.
Oh, okay. So when did you start becoming like sober?
I had like a year and a half clean in 2020, and then now I'm approaching a year. I've had 3 months at a time, a lot of different times, and then I've had 6 months like once or twice before. But I always got clean for other people because I was going to jail or going or going to rehab. I ain't never wanted.
All right. Did you when it was like the time you did like most like experimenting,
Um,
just fucking around? Adulthood, you just
yeah, I mean, I got really scientific with it later on. Like even last year, 2023, there was a while where I was like microdosing ketamine, in a very structured way, and I was like cranking out mixtapes. And I would just do a little bit of K, and I would just fucking put out 6 songs a day. You know what I mean? And
and would you even like remember that like
oh
putting out those songs? Because I know
yeah,
it just,
like I
like fucks you up.
microdose it, so I would do small amounts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would do like just enough ketamine, maybe a little coke, maybe a little Adderall, maybe a little ecstasy, but just a little bit of ketamine just to put me in that mindset of positivity. And for whatever reason, as long as I could create. If I did too much, I was fucking useless. Through four.
Content like making putting on TikTok, Instagram accounts.
Yeah. So that was definitely the past 6 months to a year. Yeah, so my buddy, I have a friend who has like a car rental business with his wife, and she did like my stickers and my banner. She's done some of my merch. And he started doing videos, him talking, and I was messaging him, and he was like, "Bro," he was like, "You have your face tatted, like." You should just take videos of yourself and put yourself out there more because people gonna remember you.
Your face tag pops out, like people definitely. So when did you get the
In 2022, I wasn't really clean. I mean, I was clean mostly, but I was on medical marijuana and in a halfway house where they were cool with that. But I was also like taking mushrooms and DMT because it didn't pop up on a piss test. Um, but
All
I
right.
was working at Dollar Tree, bro. I was checking people out at Dollar Tree, and like one day I just came into work, had my whole face done.
And tell us like that. What happened like during that when you walked
Oh, they
into
fired me.
work? Did you
They ain't
like?
fired.
Did everyone start tripping? They fired you on the
No, they
spot.
didn't fire me.
Oh, they
No, they
didn't. Okay,
kept my
so
job.
okay, so did you feel like people were treating you different after that? Your coworkers, your boss, just going into work.
Well, I actually ended up fucking my boss, so that it might actually worked out in a good way.
That's right. So like, what happened? Like how did that even go down?
What? How did I fuck my boss?
Like, yeah, like, did you guys just after you got the tat, she just wanted to go out with you, or what happened?
I guess, and I guess I became the Batman. Nah, I was smoking weed at her. She's from Washington State. I was smoking weed at her apartment a little bit, selling weed and stuff. And then she said
Oh,
she tripped mushroom for the first time, and so I took her on a mushroom trip. She freaked out a little bit, but she was all right. And then she was like, "Well, you can sleep in my bed if you want to." So I slept in her bed by myself. And then woke up half asleep in the morning to her fucking grinding up on me with her hips and yeah.
yeah. So was it like I don't know, like the situation like awkward going back to work, or did she feel some type of way like
Not
being you
probably
guys working
5
together?
or 6 years old. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So how was like school? Just going to school and all. Did you have good grades?
yeah. I crushed it for a long time, so I started smoking weed and realized that school was fucking pointless.
And why you were just not into it? Like the
Well,
whole
I just
subjects you got.
fuck AP calculus was gonna help me fucking work at McDonald's.
Yeah. So you were just like, fuck yeah, I don't want to do school no more.
Well, I started skipping school a shit ton. I mean, I technically have a diploma, but I don't even really identify with the diploma if that's even a thing. Because I got pulled out of school in fucking 10th grade and sent to goddamn North Carolina for 3 fucking months in a wilderness program where they take your shoes at night and shit. You don't shower for 3 fucking months. And then I went straight from that motherfucker to a ranch in the middle of nowhere in Idaho for like a year and a half. And yeah.
So this was like drug treatment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you were really like just into like drugs that much where you had to be in rehab.
Yeah, well, so my buddy, I thought was selling me Molly, right? But he was actually selling me fucking purple fucking heroin from Baltimore to support his habit, which I didn't know it was fucking heroin. Uh, no, it was heroin.
Like,
Told me it was Molly. So I'd get it in tinfoil.
yeah.
I get it in tinfoil and fucking, sniff some fucking and just have a fucking great time. So I'd buy fucking more. So I bought lunch for like a week straight. And then went into my first class on Friday and fucking had to get up and go vomit fucking trash can and got drug tested for that.
Oh,
So that sent me to wilderness.
oh, okay. Shit. So like just being
Um, did it help me at all? That's a good question, bro. I don't think so because it just prolonged the inevitable. Which the inevitable was I was gonna have to get a job and try to fucking live on my own. And the only skill that I had was selling fucking weed. So that's when
So
I
you were
that was all I was fucking good at, was fucking selling chronic. Like when I got $500, my first check on the ranch, because my parents didn't let me come home to Virginia because I brought weed back to Idaho with me from my home visit. You got 2 home visits. The first one I lost my virginity,
damn.
and second one I brought weed back. And when I had $500, I found a fucking spot on Craigslist and I moved off that fucking ranch as soon as fucking possible. $250, boom. Had a room in this fucking house I found on Craigslist. Hung out with a lot of people playing in metal bands, playing in funk bands. I would freestyle. I was selling weed. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just doing it on your own, pretty much,
The only
like no
I
help
went to
from
a
anyone.
job interview at like a fucking bagel shop across the street, but I wasn't from there. I looked weird. They didn't give me the job.
Yeah, I seen on one of your content. You were talking about that. You said that one of your jobs paid you like 12 an hour. You're like, I gotta go to this bullshit job. You were like just
Oh
making a
yeah, that's
rant.
right now. I was there this morning. That's Cricket Wireless, man. Fuck those motherfuckers. They made $1.9 billion last.
And they're paying you guys like shit.
My other job is at the Dollar Tree. I make 14 right there. I have 2 jobs. I'm still dead broke.
It's gotta hustle. Huh?
Yep.
So, like, why the Batman symbol though?
Man, the Joker was so sick in the Dark Knight, bro. That motherfucker died over that shit. I was like, yo, that goes hard as a bitch. And Kodak Black had the fucking, Kodak Black got the little vulture or bird, like, right.
Right there.
Yeah. So I was like, bro, that shit is hard.
And all right. And like when you got it though, did like the tattoo artist like did he like refuse to do it at first, or was he like, "Oh, let's go, let's get this in"? Was there any hesitation?
Yeah, he was definitely hesitant. But I had already done like the Harry Potter thing was there. It didn't look this good because I did it myself with a gun here, and then I had this triangle done. It didn't look this good. My buddy did it. I traded him a T cart for it, and so I had a couple little face tattoos. So that's why he was like, okay,
Okay. So you already had it. You already had it on you and everything.
yeah.
So what does the triangle stand for?
Um, like Illuminati type shit,
You're into that, like a cult and all that
I
deep,
mean, I'm not
like
actually, but yeah, I do have Illuminati tatted on my chest.
okay. And have you had like any experiences or seen any of that stuff like happen with the Illuminati, the secret society? Have you been involved with it?
That's kind of why I tatted it, man. I'd love to have a conversation with those fucking weirdos one day.
Yeah, they definitely.
Hey, that's why I was like, I just tattoo myself with some savage ass ink, repping their shit. They can only deny me for so long. Yeah, better come in like those hooded robes and shit. I want the Reaper staff. If that's an option, I want to bring a Grim Reaper staff. Bro, I'll sacrifice Elon Musk. Let's go. I'll cut that live television, dude. Fucking, I'll be like, rest in peace, Saddam Hussein. Swing. Yes. Yep. So he is at this greenhouse where they smoke weed, but they stay clean of other drugs. Um, and he first came through the Halfway House organization. So I met him in passing. He told me he did. Um, and so I, I made the. I said I invited him to come out the record. I made the beat, and then I just let him like freestyle on it for a while, and then I cut it up, found the good parts, got rid of all the bull, and then and then working at Cricket, had my laptop, my microphone, and everything out. He happened to be walking by. He bought lunch, came in. We cut 2 songs. Boom. Yeah, he's just walking. Yes, I think this is like my 4th laptop in a year. I just keep a USB on me, pop up anywhere I'm at, and record shit. I don't give a fuck. Yep, Kalana.
Do you guys have like a project in the works, like a collab project coming out soon?
I mean, we always work together whenever he pops up. You know what I'm saying? So I give him the time. It, man. I've worked with 20 plus people. Right?
Music and song you recently dropped.
Oh yeah,
Dropped them. What's the reason
I
for
got
that?
a whole.
Reason for you like dropping like all these projects like recently on YouTube?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What was the reason for you dropping all these projects on YouTube so recently?
Well, I mean, I just stay putting content out. So whether it's just me talking to the camera or me dropping a bunch of songs that I've got up my sleeve, I stay putting content out because I'm a firm believer that it might not blow up right now, but eventually it'll blow up.
Right.
So what
Yeah.
I say, a month from now, maybe nobody sees it. A year from now, maybe nobody sees it. But 10 years from now, motherfuckers gonna dig for that shit.
Right. Yeah, you got a lot of music. You dropped another project, or the song. You dropped a song called "Drip." The beat
Yeah.
to that was hard.
Yes. Thank you.
Who made that beat?
I'd have to go fucking look it up.
Huh?
I'd have to go look it up. I get all my shit off BeatStars.
Oh, okay. So it'd be like
I
other
I make,
people's beats, or
what's up?
there'll be other people's beats you use, or that you get connected with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And do you have like a specific like producer or anyone that you really like to work with, or you work with a lot?
Um. Honestly, no, because my writing evolves over time. So, like somebody that I worked with a long time ago, I might not be able to work with anymore because their style is going to stay the same, but my style not going to stay the same. That's
Okay.
why I am like always working. Unfortunately, they're going to kind of keep each other in the same style the whole time. They're not, bro.
Yeah, so you got to switch it up.
Always got to
Use
switch.
different.
I just did like a 3-6 Mafia type beat. And then I did like a haunted like piano violin type trap beat.
Oh, okay. So you're like really versatile, and
Yes, dude. There's okay. So that was in 2017. I was in Denver, um, with this dude from there, and then this girl from San Diego, and like Denver. I don't know if you know, but they got the best weed. Period.
or compared to
They
Los
got
Angeles,
weed.
Cali.
Period. Because it's all
Okay.
rich college kids growing indoor pot. So
Oh
the
shit.
quality is through the roof and the price is low as fuck. So, dude, we were paying $40 for a quarter ounce of this weed called otter that was like just the most fucking insane shit. And like yeah, yeah, dude, you just pull up to dude's house
Yeah, I
right in
need to
front of
try
his
that. You
crib,
just spoke
lights
on
on in
something.
the car and everything. Somebody goes up to the front door, you buy the shit and you leave. Like no one gives a fuck. Like Denver legalized money. Like Denver's chill as fuck.
Yeah, that song was definitely a vibe. It was catchy too.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I recorded that in 2022. Yes.
So, do you feel like you?
Yeah, my advice for anybody, even the people who are trash at it, I was once trash at it. So I tell everybody just don't quit. It's the one thing, just don't quit.
Just keep going. And like when you were first like coming up though, did you have like a lot of people like hating or just a lot of like bad?
Oh yeah, like I said, started rapping when it wasn't cool to rap. Like before all this Instagram shit, before TikTok, before any of that shit. And like I lost all my friends. No one wanted to hang out with me because they were like, he's gonna be a dropout. He's a fucking loser. He wants to be a rapper. He's doing drugs. Fuck that guy.
And was this before that?
Yes. Oh my god. I didn't get tatted till I was 6 years into music.
Okay, so but then
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why now the people that are coming up don't want to fuck with me because I've been here. No, I get a lot of offers from like producers, but it's usually people who just want to like sell beats.
okay. Yeah, you got another song where you went ham in. Like actually, this one was a dope song called "Brick."
Oh yeah.
And in that song, you said the Migos and Lil Wayne taught you like some
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I Egos told me walk it how I talk it, flip it like a brick. Weezy told me life a bitch. He loves sucking rapper dick. Yeah, that's what I said.
And were they like a were they too like a big influence
Bro,
on
I
you?
listened to Migos when they dropped the song Versace on Dat Piff. Like, ain't nobody listened to Migos back then. Nobody knew who they were.
So you were on that wave before everyone.
my cousin put me on to Lil Wayne mixtape "No Ceilings" on Dat Piff. 12 years old.
So you were there from the start.
Oh yeah, I went through all of Lil Wayne's mixtapes. Every single mixtape I've listened to it.
Yeah, that's what's up. So I could tell like you got a little like something from him. Um,
Lil Wayne's the goat. Goat.
so what was your mindset when you came up with that song?
I was Dollar Tree and I was paid like $40, and I was just trying to find a project and out. My role are people like egos, but I'm a, and so living the shit that they taught for fucking 12 years.
Okay. Wait, what was that last part again? It kind of like now.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just saying I've been living the stuff they've been teaching for like 12 years. And the result is this. Like it doesn't people think that rap is like you're going to become a millionaire, like you're going to have all these cars and clothes. Like that's not how it is, man. Like rap is hard. Rap is a lot of hard work, a lot of rejection, a lot of not understanding you, a lot of alone time, not a lot of relationships, and constantly trying to chase a better version of yourself. So you're never satisfied. You're always, if you cut a if you're a real rapper or you're a real artist in general, you're gonna make a song, and as soon as you're done with the song, the first thing you think is gonna be, "Damn, I could do so much better than that."
Yeah, so you're always just working progress. Always want to like top your next.
Yeah, you become a fucking workaholic, and it becomes an addiction in and of itself to where you just never quit. But that's why I tell people keep going, don't quit, keep making content. Because if you get to a point where you put out an album and you're like, yo, I'm done. That's it. That's the greatest thing I ever done. Man, you not only robbing everybody else of something great that you could, but you're robbing yourself of trying to push yourself to be a better person.
Right. There's always you always could put more effort in it. Could put out more creation, all that.
Yeah.
So while you were like on your like doing drugs and all, and the period of time you were doing, did you end up like getting locked up at some point?
Yes, I've been locked up in West Virginia, Virginia, and California.
And tell us like the first time you got locked up, like how did that go down?
Oh my god, dude, they put me in a fucking suicide vest. And like pissing myself, like having a fucking psychotic break. They fucking strapped me down to this chair for like 5 hours. Um, it was
Damn, so they had you like just strapped in for your whole body and like a damn. Why was that? Were you trying to hurt people or hurt yourself? Or...
dude. I was having a mental health episode, and the criminal justice system ends up dealing with a lot of mental health, and they are not equipped to deal with mental health. Well, yeah, I needed to. I needed to be on psych meds. Oh no, I'm just saying I needed to be on psych meds. So like a lot of people, they get picked up by the police. They really are just having a mental health crisis. They need to go to a fucking hospital and get on some fucking psych meds and shit. But instead, they get thrown in a fucking concrete room, and nobody gets help. Nope. Sorry, I got for a minute.
Yeah, I was going on in Richmond. I got this moment.
Dude, I have a picture from this morning when I was walking to work through the parking lot of a fucking gas station, and there's literally a fucking homeless dude passed out on the curb, fucking just laying there, covered in fucking mud and shit, asleep at like 9 in the morning when the sun's out. Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
And is that because of the fentanyl? Like just
Well,
getting
no,
distributed over there?
they want people to fucking die.
Death or just ODing at all?
Yep, I overdosed on fentanyl and had to get hit with Narcan twice. Nope, I was in an apartment in Richmond, fucking banging dope.
You were what were you on?
I was, like I said, I was shooting fentanyl.
Or you did, or were you unaware?
Oh no, I knew exactly what I was doing.
So did you know that like, oh, if I
Yeah, I mean, on some level I knew that, but it also felt amazing.
okay. Would you say it's like way more?
Yeah. Well, the thing about fentanyl is that it hits you super quick. You get super high super quick, and then you come down off of it. So then you need to do it again. Well, that's why it's really easy. Like you get high, but then as soon as you come high again, like,
Okay. And you went into prison
no.
once you got locked up.
First time
You
was when
start
I was in
taking medication.
Idaho and I went to an actual hospital. The whole time that I was in wilderness and the whole entire time I was at that ranch in Idaho, I didn't go to a hospital one single time. I didn't get to go get put on psych meds a single time. That wasn't an option. So almost 2 years right there where I could have just for a couple weeks gone to some doctors and got some psych meds. And in a month had a solution. Fucking dragged out for 2 years because my parents had money. I didn't have a choice.
And you said you're a
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's always been there, but um the more I got into drugs, the more crazy that it got.
okay. And how are you like coping with it now? You know.
Oh, I've been on the same meds now for like 3 years.
Okay. And it's been easier, like to like deal with stuff, to like just live life.
Oh yeah, I've had a bunch of jobs, I've had a bunch of money, I've haven't been homeless, haven't been, in psych wards, haven't been in jail, you know.
Okay, so you're moving more of like towards positivity, trying to go on the right path and all.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of your songs, you say, "I used to kill the bottle syrup, got me on the floor." when you on lean hard at some point. Wait, no, you said I used to kill the bottle syrup, got me on the floor.
Yep.
So what I'm at? So were you on lean too? Like at one point?
So before I ever actually got on like lean, like opiate, fucking promethazine and codeine, I've only done that one time, and that was in Houston, and I got really fucked up in a good way. Like I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Before that,
Houston definitely got
well,
that
yeah,
syrup.
absolutely. And when I was a teenager, though, I used to take DXM cough syrup. So it was like Delsum and NyQuil and shit like that. So when I was a teenager, my brother and me used to go in and like steal it and fucking drink a bunch of shit, and we would like robo trip. And so that song was about when Mac Miller fucking died. I was on a whole bunch of fucking Delsum cough syrup at the time, and I had taken so much that I had to go to the hospital because I was like fucking catatonic.
Oh shit! So it was the over the counter Z-Quil, NyQuil. Okay. Yeah. So you be traveling a lot, huh? You be like going to state, and like right now, do you be traveling like to other states to like promote your music, or do you just stay in one spot?
Now I'm pretty much in one spot at this point.
And do you have like any like future plans to like go to different venues inside your city, outside?
Man, I'm going wherever I get offers.
Okay. And what was your recent venue you've been to?
Um, Last thing I really did was I just DJ'd a pool party, but it wasn't really like a rap show or anything like that. I just played a bunch of music for like 6 hours with my turntable. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's up? Sorry, like I got what?
Chen Dog is.
Oh, what Chem Dog? Oh, Dog is just a strain of weed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Even Los Angeles?
So, so, have I been to Cali? Yeah, I've been to 3 different times. Um, and the last time I was there, I was homeless and went up and down the whole state. Got strung out on meth. Did a bunch of heroin. Um, Smoked a ton of weed. Got arrested. Shit beat out of me by police many times. Yeah, yeah. I'm a savage. Pretty fucking real.
5 years from now, like where do you see your music at? And
Shit, right now, I hope I'm still a girl. The one that was painting her toenails earlier. Uh, and I don't know, man. I hope I get to perform and I hope some people get to hear my story because I think that there's a lot of people out there who have a story like mine and who will never get a chance to tell it because they are a part of society that everyone else in society will fuck about. Because rather have people like me put in fucking jail like that.
any
Um,
projects?
got one called Wait, and 4 of the songs are done. So I'm working on the 5th song. And I'm just gonna keep it going. Yeah, man. My Instagram's the easiest way. Because then that'll give you my YouTube link. Um, Choco Bottom Boys, all one word. The reason I called that is because there's an area of Richmond called Choco Bottom, and it's actually where they used to buy and sell and trade slaves back in the day. You know, because Virginia got. Um, but I spell it with a $sign at the beginning and a $sign at the end, like suicide. You know, shout out Suicide Boys. So, yeah, Choco Bottom Boys, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all SoundCloud, YouTube. Yeah.
that you want to give to the people?
Man, it ain't gonna be easy, but if you quit, you'll never get there. So you might as well just keep trying. If you try enough times, you'll fucking succeed.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah,
All right, this was our interview, Spoken Wars, Rap Wars. It was nice having you on here. We for sure gonna run it back. And y'all tap in. Make sure to get your merch, spokenwars.com. Go grab your shirt, pants. We got all that. And we out of here.
peace.
Later.